People in the United States are protesting against US involvement in the Iran war. And this is not just about a few people. Across the US, millions have protested, and data shows more than half of the Americans actually oppose this war with Iran. So these are not just random voices, this is mainstream public opinion. And it makes sense. The US has already spent around 6 trillion on wars since 2001, and that can rise to around 8 trillion with long-term costs. The question is, if people oppose it and wars cost so much, why do some countries still choose war? Because for many countries, this is not just about money, it is about power and strategic interests, and not always direct threats, but control over regions, resources, and global influence. And unfortunately, wars often decide who holds power in this world, and losing that power can cost more than the war itself. There is another very important side also. A war does not just affect the countries fighting it, it makes others feel insecure. This is where the idea of war economy comes in. As tensions rise, countries increase defense spending. For example, after the Russia Ukraine war, many European countries actually increased their defense budgets, buying more weapons from the US while also boosting their own production. Hence, war also creates demand beyond the battlefield. More contracts, more deals, and more economic activity. While war looks like an economic loss, for powerful countries it is also a strategic investment or source of income. That is why, even if people oppose it, countries may still choose war. Because in geopolitics, power matters more than the cost itself.